up, everyone? Star Wars Dad back for another video. Today we're going to be looking at Kira ECL with updates from Legends of the Force. If you enjoy my content, please make sure to check out my Patreon in the link below. And please make sure to like and subscribe, as it greatly does help the channel to grow. And I greatly appreciate all my Patreon supporters and all my subscribers. You guys are awesome. But make sure to sign up for the 4,500 subscriber giveaway as well. Everybody is familiar with Kira at this point. Kira Data Vault has been crazy good now for, I don't know, about 3 or 4 weeks. It's been like one of the top decks, if not the top deck in the game. So this is no surprise. Kira's been around for, what, almost a year now. It's been one of the best decks pretty consistently for the past year. So nothing about this is going to surprise you. But what I am going to say is, like, with the addition of Anakin and Darth Vader, this deck just feels even better than it already was. Like, the new Vader is absolutely insane. The card has just dominates the game. And the crazy thing is, like, you already have so many different ways to win the game with Kira. Like, you can ramp early with laser tech or resupply to get to Kira on your opponent's 4 resource turn. And then you can barrage, like, and just completely shut them out. Like, so Kira barrage ramping up is already just such a strong way to shut your opponent completely out of the game, right? Because that's just always been very good, because then it completely wipes their board, puts you in an advantage. Then they're playing from behind, and then you just work your way up to your end game with your removal and your big units at the top end, right? You already have that, but in addition to that, now you have Gunship, which is a great card to play on the flip. That's already been great, right? Now we have Anakin and Vader that can ECL in on the following turn after the Kira flip barrage turn, right? Let's say you get that off. You think the game's over. Your opponent plays 2 strong units the following turn. They're like, I'm still in this. I'm not giving up. And then you're like, oh, yeah? Well, I'm just going to go ahead and ECL in Vader and kill your space unit with a shield, and I'm just going to ECL and kill in the unit on the ground and immediately remove your board again. And then the following turn, I'm going to pull Long Pike out of my resources and start creating shields. Or I'm going to play Vigilance and put a shield on your opponent, on your big threat, and immediately kill it with Vader. Like, it's just so many ways now for this deck to just completely take over the game, that Vader, the new Vader, just feels insane. I don't want to say broken, because it's a card that can be easily removed. 6 HP is not like an insane amount. But the fact that you can put it can shield itself, it can shield Kira, is just nuts. The synergy it has with Long Pike. Long Pike was already good in this deck. I mean, in recent versions, with the current Data Vault meta, which is, by the way, extremely boring. That's why I've been focusing more on the new set, because I'm over the Data Vault meta already. Like, even though it's healthy, it's just boring, man. It's just like any decent leader with Data Vault, with a good player. It's like, okay, well, my Data Vault deck versus your Data Vault deck. But anyways, like, being able to play Long Pike is like, it's just really awesome to bring that card back in here and have multifaceted reasons to be in here now. Like, it's a great card to resource that gives you an easy resource target. So that's already one great reason, right? It's a solid body that can do good work against aggro decks. We've already known that, right? It has good synergy with Kira, and then the removal, that we have, and protecting your units, putting shields on your sentinels, all those kinds of things, right? Now it does all that plus set up Vader to just kill things. And then the fact that you just pull it out mid-game, or play it on curve sometimes into Vader, because you can even play it on curve at the 5 resource turn into Vader in some situations. Mid-range decks, like, this deck just does so well against those type of decks, because you're playing units that remove things. Like, Anakin and Vader can often just do double kills. You can pull out a timely intervention when you're at like 8 resources and do it again. I mean, if you have Long Pike out, you're obviously setting up repeated knockouts, and you're doing this with a unit that's on board and not using removal spells. So that just means, like, you're continuing to expand and build your board state while you're continuing to remove theirs. and that's just an incredible advantage that this deck gives you now in this ECL version. Now, I think it's up in the air whether Data Vault or ECL will be the better version, going into Legends of the Force, depending on what other decks emerge and all that. But I do think both of them will be relevant. I think both versions are going to be good. So let's get into the list and kind of my thinking and how I built this. But ever since I've been playing this new Vader, and I've mentioned this in other videos, like I cannot see myself not playing blue in the next set just because of Anakin alone. But now you add in Vader, and I cannot see myself not playing Vader. Like those two cards are just so insanely good, and they're so much fun to play. The things that you can do with them. So 3 Hylobon just gives us that early attacker. It's a great Pershing target for damaging. Just getting early pressure. One of the things about this deck is it can be the aggressor as well because we are playing the ECL version. So Hylobon just fits in here great. The 2 Timely, of course, is mainly in here for the new Darth Vader, so that we have multiple ways of bringing that in, but it's also good for Anakin. It's also great for Reinforcement Walker to gain 6 life. It's also great for Avenger late game. It's just, again, it's another great resource target early on, because we're not typically using it early on. It'd be very situational, like we might use it for a Death Trooper to take out a leader if it had 5 HP left or something. That's a situation where we might use it early on, but we are not using our ECL on anything else. I would say 90% of the time or more, except on Darth Vader or Anakin. 3 Dr. Pershing gives us that card draw, has great synergy with Hylobon and Kira, and just kind of, gives us that much needed card advantage, especially in what I'm expecting to be a heavy force throw meta, as long as it does not get suspended. 3 Inferno 4 gives us that turn 1 space presence. Just does a lot of work, sets up our draws, especially because we're playing 60 cards in this version. I think at this point, after how well everyone has seen 60 cards being played, and the fact that you draw 2 cards every turn, regardless of any additional cards that you draw, or you get to look at 2 cards, like I think by now there shouldn't be much of an argument that playing 60 cards, even in an ECL version, is a bad thing. And from testing, it has not mattered at all. It's been great. 3 Pike Sentinel, of course, gives us that turn 1 Sentinel. Great target on turn 2 as well to shield. A couple Death Trooper to gives us that ability to remove ground units or finish things off. A couple Phase Dark Trooper to give us an additional Sentinel. Just have it's mainly like, yes, it's a great turn 2 Sentinel just to slow things down, but it's also just an additional Vader target for the OG Vader, so that we have Sentinels when we need to find them. With 5 Sentinels that Vader can pull, and then we also play the Perimeter R2, which is just a great Sentinel at the 4 resource turn. 3 Laser Tech and 3 Resupply, of course, just to help us to ramp up. The 3 Power the Dark Side is going to be one of our best early game removals, and then alongside Vader, the new Vader, it's incredible because we can use Vader to kill things in space or kill things on the ground with the shields, and then we can use Power the Dark Side to finish off the other unit that is still around, if need be. The 3 Long Pike, of course, is, I think 3 is absolutely what you want to play if you're playing the Vader route, and especially the ECL route, and you're focusing on that, just to find ways to get shields on your opponent's units, so that Vader has kill targets consistently, whether it's on the ground or in space. Vader is an additional thing about Vader too, is an incredible way to remove leaders, right? Like, all I have to do is ECL on a Vader, put a shield on their leader, it's dead, right? I don't even if I just ambush into that, it'll die on attack. So Vader is my rival's fall. It's just incredible. The 2 Perimeter is a solid Sentinel, helps to slow things down. Sometimes it can take a couple of hits, especially if we ever get a shield on it, which is nice. 3 Takedown instead of Fell. I think my thinking there is that I just want to have removal that consistently hits for 5 HP and under, because I have Darth Vader now to kill big things when needed. I think having the 3 Takedown just gives me a consistent way to remove other threats that can, those 3-4 powered units that can just like get under the radar with Fell the Dragon and push damage on me since I have a lower HP base. And the 3 takedown, I think, has been really strong in testing. And it's just great on curve, like if you go power into takedown, which you definitely do some games into Kira, and then by that point you're going into Vader, into OG Vader, into Reinforcement Walker, into Avenger, and it's just game over. 3 Vigilance is very strong. Gets even better in here because of the ability to put shields on your opponent's units for Vader in certain situations, which is incredible. Couple Devastating Gunship. I think it's still incredibly good in here. I just cut one to make room for Anakin's and Vader's because they are better. 3 No Glory, of course, to take care of big threats if we don't have our Anakins or Vaders, and just a consistent way to remove big threats alongside Power of the Dark Side as well. 3 Overwhelming Barrage, of course, still one of the best cards in the game. Obviously it's amazing on the Kira flip turn, and then it's incredible with Anakin and Vader after we use them to remove things. So our opponent tries to rebuild, we just barrage for 7 damage, and usually can either take out a big threat or kill 2 units again. Then of course the 3 Anakins. Anakin, even if you don't ECL it or timely it, is still great because it can do -3/3, which, even if it doesn't kill the unit, it can help us to trade favorably into that unit while removing that unit with another unit that's already on board. Like I said, Anakin and now Vader are 2 cards that I cannot see myself not playing, like, as the main deck that I would play. They're just that good. Like, I mean, in ECL, they're just incredible because you can remove 2 units consistently with them. Anakin, is also good in the Nala Data Vault or Nala ECL deck now because they naturally, with the clones, they're playing hero plus villain, so it can do the -6/6 in that deck if you played ECL. So I think Anakin's going to be an all-star in there in Nala, which, you know, still working on the builds for that, but there's a potential where Nala ECL could be very strong because of Anakin. Being able to ECL in for 5 and do -3/3 and then -3/3 is incredible because you could essentially, in theory, do a triple kill with an ECL, Anakin, and Nala. So that's nuts. The Darth Vader, of course, like this card is insane. Like to be able to consistently remove things. I mean, just think about the new Kanan leader. Like Darth Vader loves that deck. I love to see that deck because they're putting shields on things, and Darth Vader's like, "Thank you, thanks for that." The OG Darth Vader's still very strong in here. We're getting Sentinels a lot of times. A lot of times we're getting like Hylobon plus a Pershing or plus an Inferno if we need a space presence or plus a Pike. So just very strong in here, and it's so much ammunition coming at our opponent that it just becomes too overwhelming too quickly. 3 Reinforcement Walker is kind of our top end way to gain life. It gets even better with Timely because we can gain 6 life on attack, which is great. But Reinforcement Walker is also going to be card advantage. It's great against mid range. It's great against aggro to stabilize if we need to. If our life total is a little too close to 20 damage on our base, and then a couple Avenger to close things out in the main board. I don't feel like you need the Devastators in the main board after playing this in testing, especially when you're playing the ECL version of this, where you're focusing on Vaders and Anakins, because they are so good at removing your opponent's, keeping your opponent's board clean. I think a weakness for this deck might be like because we're playing the ECL version. I mean, I could see some form of aggro being potentially hard, especially if it's like a go wide type of deck, like the Han 2 green decks that go wide, or like Ahsoka green that goes wide with some of the new Force units, or just a deck that goes wide in general, or like the Boba leader from Jump to Light Speed, because of all the indirect damage, that could be a little bit too much. So because of those decks still being a potentially thing that this deck would struggle against, I do think that the top targets are necessary at the very least as a sideboard card, just to give you that really cheap way of gaining 6 life to get yourself out of range of dying. You do such a great job of keeping the board empty on your opponent's side, but I think it's necessary for those types of matchups to have that top target and bring that in. A couple of Super Laser Blasts, again, I don't think you need it in the main board because you do such a good job of removing their big threats. But I think it's coming in against more like mid-range opponents that have a lot of big threats like we do, or like similar colors like Admiral Admiral Green or mirror matches and things like that, where we're playing a bunch of the same units. I could see Super Laser Blast being important. Obviously, you can expect that everyone's gonna be playing Darth Vader and Anakin. So, and else, a couple Relentless. Sideboard is still definitely early. That's gonna adjust as things develop in the new meta once Legends of the Force hits. A couple Relentless would be more for like control matchups, and then a couple Devastator for those mid range and control matchups, or just like space heavy decks like Admiral Piet. But this deck's incredible. Everyone's, like I said, everyone's aware of this deck. It's already been very good, but I think it's just incredible now with Vader and Anakin. It's just nuts, and it's so much more fun to play. Like I'm enjoying this deck so much more now. And Kira's been one of my favorite decks, but I don't like to play decks that everyone plays because they get too popular. I stopped, I was really onto Kira when it first came out, played it a ton, but since it has gotten more popular recently, I have not been as interested in playing it just because it's, like I said, the Data Vault meta is extremely boring to me. But this new version here, it's just so much fun. Definitely give it a shot if you haven't already. But let's get into a few games so I can kind of show you what I'm talking about. Alrighty. Do we have anything? Death Trooper, Dark Trooper. Hmm. I mean, we have something. Is it enough? Let's mulligan. Take our chances. That was a good. I like the reinforcement marker, but that's expensive. Let's go here. Like the Vader. I like the Vader. Ooh, what's he gonna take? Vader? I mean, if I'm him, I'm taking Vader all day. Okay. Not what I was expecting. Uh, hmm. We get to play another Pershing, I guess. Can still play this on 5. Play Long Pike on 5 either way, so I'm okay with that. Maybe we can find like a resupply here. Be, I think, pretty strong. Could always play another Pershing if he kills it. Which he did. Thanks. Get him to use his Tarkentown on Pershing is always a bonus. Card advantage is very strong against him. What does this card do? Raid 3, okay. So he's gonna swing in for 4. Okay, going in for 1. Alright. A lot of good stuff here. That's a good card. Okay, we just play in the perimeter, I guess. It can take a hit. Well, if they play a unit, it'll die, but either way, that's something. Something to slow him down. Kira will die immediately. But yep, there's a card. That immediately kills it all. So we're going to take 5 damage. Okay. Well, no, we're not, because we're going to. Avenger's good for late game. Wish we had another Sentinel, to be honest, to protect Kira. We're gonna take a lot of damage. I mean, we're getting hit for 4-8 next turn. That's a lot. Yeah, the game was definitely lagging. Okay, taking our 4. I think. Oh, he's not going there. Okay. I would imagine he just ambushes in with like Zuckuss, or just attacks it straight up with one of these. We have all of our long pikes. That's crazy. I mean, we're expecting Kira to die anyways, right? Because they're not gonna let Kira live. So let's just power the dark side. He's gonna, I mean, he's either choosing this or keeping this thing with 1 damage. That means he has the Zuckuss if he keeps the 4 long. Okay, so he doesn't have Zuckuss. That's good to know. Okay, he has to do something here now. He could pass. If he passes, then we claim the initiative. And then we have ECL Vader slash. Okay. Well, that's a card. That is a card. Yeah, I mean, we don't want Kier to just walk into that. That's just not intelligent. We'll just take the 5, which is a lot. 6, I'm sorry. That's okay. Vader can kill that thing, which is amazing. That's cool. Takedown is not bad here either. Really good cards. Do we just take down? I'm trying to think what makes the most sense. I don't want to take 6, that's for sure. I know that. And the closer we get to Avenger, the better, so. Okay. That's also a good card. Interesting in this deck. Makes sense, though. If he claims the initiative, he's going to attack in for 6, which is a lot. We definitely want to weaken things because then Vader becomes more lethal because we can kill both things with Vader. Does mean we're going to take 6 more damage. I mean, he knows what we're doing. Yeah. Okay, we don't need another Anakin. Could take a lot more if he has a surprise strike. Go to 16. Okay. Let's go ahead and flip. He could ambush something, that's for sure. Okay. We can barrage here to 6. So 3, 3. Vader can kill 2, which I'm good with. Anakin almost kills 2. Well, it does because we can attack him with Kira afterwards. That way we have 2 units on board to set up a barrage for next turn. I'm trying to think what's better. Just put a shield on Kira. Yeah, let's do it. Okay. He flips Cad. We definitely attack him with Kira to make it a 6-powered unit. And then we claim initiative and go Barrage. Most likely. Okay. Choose a unit to deal 2 damage to. That definitely stinks. Barrage will do 8, which is almost enough. I thought we put a shield on Kira. Okay. Don't need a resupply. No Glory is pretty good here. So we don't take damage. Unfortunately, Anakin's not doing enough. Okay. I mean, that's a decent card. Because it. But we do have Vigilance to deal with that. Or Avenger. Or Anakin. All sorts of cards. Um. How about we go Death Trooper. Or do we just go Avenger? Avenger can be claimed by Cad Bane, that's for sure. Could also Vigilance here. Let's go Death Trooper since it's not like a likely Cad Bane target. We still have the option to play Vigilance, which is what we're gonna do, right? Or no, you know what? We don't need the Vigilance yet. Okay. 6 resources. Okay. Oh, Anakin can definitely kill that. Okay, now he can't. But he can barrage, but we have other things. So do we have a timely at all? We do not have a timely. Vader's pretty good here. I don't think we're resourcing anything here. It's unfortunate that we resourced those other 2 Anakins, because that would have been such an easy choice. Um, let's go Vader. Let's get Hylobon. Perno? Yep. I like the timely. Put the Hylobon on the bottom. Yeah, there's the Cad Bane, which we were expecting. So we immediately just play Avenger. Choose a unit to deal 1 damage to, definitely Hylobon. So he could take the 3 units we just played, I'm pretty sure. 3, 6. Well, he can take 2 of them, okay. So then we just go Avenger and get back our Vader. That's also a good card. I'm going to pass. Timely Vader is better saved for something else. Timely is also good for Reinforcement Walker. Trying to think if there's any. Yeah, I think that's still the best line of play. Looking our board states, feeling pretty good. Okay, what does this do? Grade 3. So it's a 6 unit card. I definitely am claiming the initiative so we can just overwhelming barrage that we've been holding on to. Or use a Timely Vader here. Either one. If he plays like another cheap unit on the ground or something. Vader is amazing. That is cool. I think we're gonna do the Timely Vader actually. Okay, he's going really wide. So Barrage does 10 here, which is pretty strong, but that thing is such a beefy HP. We could also play a bunch of Sentinels. Um, Trying to think what is the best route here. Barrage, we could take out 2, put 2 damage here. Kill with the other things, yeah. And then we're like getting really close to lethal. So we could still play Sentinel plus Barrage. Which I think is good too. Okay. Let's put this Sentinel right here. Does any of these have... No, they don't. They don't have Saboteur. Relentless Pursuit captures what? You captured the Sentinel, okay. That's fine. So now we Barrage. We could play a Sentinel, but I think we're just going to Barrage. 7. And our opponent conceded. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's just good game. We were definitely in a strong position. Um, Not much they could do. But, I mean, we were still kind of in a place where we had to play from behind. But, I mean, at this point, like with our board state continuing to grow, there's not a lot they could do. So, yeah, because once we kill this, then we get the Pike Sentinel back, and then they're blocked. So, nice. Good game, good game. No, looks like a good hand. All right, we're gonna let go of Gunship, Dark Trooper, I think. Just gonna go remove the removal route. Okay, well he's going first. So we need to take the 2. He might try to boost it with a lightsaber, so that's okay. I like the vigilance for sure. I mean, I think that's not the card we want since we're going the removal route here. And we drew another one anyways. Okay. I'm hoping he attaches a lightsaber here. But we'll see what he does. Yeah, sorry, man. Um, I mean, I don't think we need a Sentinel here. I guess it's okay, but I'd rather just take down what he plays. He flips on 5. I don't even know if we need the Vigilance. It might be better to keep the Sentinel for the flip to protect. But I mean, we're probably... Yeah. Let's just hold on to that. There's a Sentinel. Just gonna take down. Get in. uh, guess it depends on what he does here. I mean, we could pull Lumpike out. That's what I love about Lumpike now, like in this version. It's just so nice to be able to pull a decent unit out whenever, you know? We could totally no glory here. Okay. And let's just deploy. He could, yeah, go face, sure. No glory, our boy. Kill Obi-Wan. Stay alive. Pass. I don't think we need another Inferno. Most likely we're bringing Vader out here. Definitely going to get him for 7 first. That, okay. Now we're just going to ECL out Vader. Put a shield on the 5 powered unit. That's ridiculous. Vader is so disgusting. And I would say that's the game. I mean, that's a card. Okay. So we hit this for 2, gets it down to takedown range, which is not bad. Pulling out Lompike is really good, I think. Vigilance gives us a shield. Oh, we could put a shield on that actually, which is so stupid. Because yeah, we could put a shield. This is so stupid, right? So we can attack in here. This is crazy. And then we can put a shield onto home 1. Heal 5 damage from a base. Give a shield token to you. And then we attack in, and we can kill that. That's so stupid. Do you know how stupid that is? That's crazy. I am just going to pass. I don't see a point in resourcing anything here. Another home 1. We don't have the shield this time. But we do have power of the dark side, so. Well, let's kill with Vader. I mean, there's nothing you could do. We just kill Vader, and then we just win with Kira. Or power of the dark side. And that is a good game. I would say that's about as flawless as it gets, right? Good game, good game. I mean, that just shows you like all the synergies we have with the shields and why Vigilance got even better. Because it turns Vader into a killing machine on top of the long pikes that we had just sitting there that we could pull out at any time. It's just this deck is so much more fun now. Like it's always been really good, right? But it's just gotten so much more fun with Vader and Anakin. All right, interesting hands. Not gonna mulligan. So decisions are what to resource. Thinking. I mean, it's got to be one Barrage and probably Anakin, unfortunately. Takedown's going to be pretty good because we can just immediately kill Darth Raven or Revan or however you say it. I hate to let Anakin go, but Vader's just all around the better choice between the two consistently. Alright, so we're going to drop Inferno 4, set up our draws. Hope we find like another barrage. I mean, I think these are both going to the bottom right now. Okay, so 2-2. Claim the initiative. Pike is pretty good. We have to let Vader go. Pike can survive too, unless he has something with ambush. Okay, he does have. Yeah, he still can survive. If he doesn't immediately attack and kill it, then we're gonna put a shield on it. Okay. So we just go in for 2. Alright, we claim the initiative. Another Pike. Or are we just taking down? Yeah, I think we're just going takedown. We got another Anakin, which is really good. Just gonna take down. Just kind of remove everything. Okay, he did that. Okay. Hold on to laser tech just in case. I mean, there's a small chance we don't barrage here. Depends on his board state, right? Okay, he's immediately going for it. I think we want to wait and see if he puts a lightsaber on it, and then cut it in half and double it. So let's just attack. Okay, he did not, so we're gonna do this. Great thing is Kira survives, okay, and we just barrage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I think that's the game. Yeah, I mean, what is crazy about this deck now is that it has so many ways to win with the addition of Anakin and uh, Vader. Like it's too much. Like the Kira Barrage has always been a win con, right? But now we have the win con of Anakin and Vader coming in on 6. We have the Long Pike to keep removing things. We could just Anakin that. I mean, I'm not worried about it at the moment. I'm just gonna go for face. Yeah. So now we can do Anakin ECL or Vader ECL. Yeah, I was gonna say good game. Yeah, it didn't matter. I mean, we're about to do the thing again. Another flawless victory for this deck. Just continuing to just be monstrous. Like the Vader just gives this deck that mid game dynamic. Like I said, Vader with Vader and Anakin in here now, like you don't need as many late game cards. Like especially when you're able to continuously put shields on things with Long Pike and Vigilance. And if they release any other cards that allow us to put shields on our opponent's units, which there may be one I'm not even thinking of right now, that's a possibility to even throw in here as just another way for Vader to be dishing out death. But this deck's crazy. It was already good, but now it just feels crazy. Crazy good. Up against third sister. Play a unit from your hand and gains hidden for this phase. Okay. Can't be attacked for this phase unless it has Sentinel. All right, we have Pershing into what? We can draw with Pershing, I guess. So we're getting rid of Avenger and what? This is if we keep this hand. Avenger and guess Vigilance. Seems like kind of a risky keep, just because we don't have a turn 2 play. But maybe we'll draw into one. But, you know, we get to see 3 cards, so there's a good chance we'll have something. Okay. Not resourcing Long Pike here in case we need to play it on our 4 resource turn. Okay. Ouch. That's a good turn 1 play for him. He took. What did he take? He chose nothing. He chose nothing. Okay. Well, that's a good card. All right, definitely it's going to be Long Pike now. Do we care about Power of the Dark Side here? Probably because we don't want them to continue to do things with that card. I think that is smart. Because I don't know exactly what they're playing here, so I don't want them to keep sending that back to their hand. I mean, that's a good card, isn't it? We do have Anakin as an answer. Okay. Another Long Pike here. I think this might be a good resupply turn. Can't be damaged, which is annoying. Just keep drawing cards. No glories. Can't be captured, damaged, or defeated. Take control. We can take control of it. Okay. So we're either playing a Sentinel here at the perimeter RT, ATRT, or we are playing a resupply. Just waiting on our opponents. I think in resupply is the route we're going to go. Okay. Resupply allows us to play Anakin onto the Lurking TIE Phantom, ECL, and kill Fifth Brother. Or we play RT here. We also have no glory for that card next turn. So I think we have options. Yeah, they claim the initiative. Okay. Just deploy. Go ahead and kill this. Okay. I don't think we need this at this point. Getting closer to reinforcement walker is good. He's a 5/4. So if he deploys that, I think we're either way we're going to ECL Anakin here. Get a two for one. Yep. Oh, he's considered hidden, right? She can be taken down though, can't she? We just take down? This takedown should work, right? We want him to play another unit here so we can claim initiative. Okay. And then just fly in with Anakin and clean house. Yeah. And then stabilize with reinforcement walker. We can use Kier to kill anything here. I mean, I doubt he's just going to sit with a 3-powered unit. We're probably going Barrage here. Okay. Yep. Flame Initiative Barrage. Okay, I don't think we need Laser Attack. Can go Barrage plus Pike or Inferno here. Let's go 7 Anakin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 7. Could have given it to Kira there, but I didn't really feel like it was necessary. A 2-4. Drop the Sentinel to protect the ground. And then we're going to go face and work on closing this game out. Just put 1 on Kira. Pass. We have a timely reinforcement walker here to gain 6 life and to win the game. He does get to kill our Kira here, actually, but that doesn't really matter. We have multiple outs to winning this game. Not sure what he could have here. Okay. That's a card. Oh, he's going to draw a card with Kylo Ren. Yeah, just for... No, he's not going to do that. He's going to force throw. Okay. Do we care? No. So we're not doing the reinforcement walker thing, which is fine. So he does 1 to our Kira, and then we just attack him with Anakin. All right, another good one, man. Just, okay, he's undoing his action again. I am so confused. Okay, good game. But yeah, just another good display of how powerful that 6 resource turn is for us in this deck. And I mean, Kira did lots of work that game too, so. Good game, man. This deck is insane.